We give to others what we are having within ourselves. So, are we giving the natural things to others or are we giving the unnatural things to others? Let us understand this. Now, when I'm always in the state of being, that means I'm always natural, where I'll be always filled with the virtues, powers, and knowledge. That means the way I treat myself with the virtues, I'll be treating the others also with the virtues. And I'll be sharing the same virtues which I have experienced in myself to others. In that, I will be benefiting myself in a larger scale, as well as I'll be benefiting the other person, as well as I'm going to benefit the entire environment. On the other hand, if I am being very unnatural, means I have forgotten the identity of myself as the eternal being and I focus only on the bodily relationships or on this physical body, that means I start only accumulating the negative feelings. Because whenever we see ourselves as a physical entity, that means it has the limit, and when it comes to the limit it is temporary, and when it is temporary the things which is dealing to it will also be temporary, right? Will be dwelling in the hatred, the ego, attachment, jealousy, right? So I will be feeling myself with that and I'll be giving the same to the other people also. So when I am with the group of people, when I am sharing my thoughts with a group of people, I have to check, am I giving something in the level of the being and sharing the eternal energy to them? Or am I being very unnatural and I'm just trying to please them by making my presence in front of them, or I'm just trying to appreciate them in a very temporary way which I do not have in myself. So I have to check both, because the way I treat others, I treat the same way to myself. If I treat others in a natural way, that means I'm filled with the natural essence of virtues, where peace is my nature, where happiness is my eternal virtue, where love is my eternal feeling. On the other hand, if I start treating others, if I start giving to others the anger, the resentment, the pain and sorrow, that means that is being unnatural, and to please that I really have to make lots of effort. Because if someone is hurt because of my thoughts, words and actions, that means I have to really make an effort, because I have done something that is unnatural, forgetting my natural essence of being. So to always dwell in the natural essence of being, I have to connect myself with the Supreme Almighty Authority, because He is the only one who is the giver in abundance, the giver of virtues, powers and knowledge. So if I feel myself empty of any of the virtues, then I have to really connect with Him. I have to do the self-talk, the meditation. Then I can fill myself with the virtues only from the Supreme Almighty Authority, because I know that is natural. But if I rely on the people for my upgradation, if I rely on the people to give me the love and happiness, none of the bodily being can ever give me the love and happiness. Whatever they give, it will be only temporary. So I have to feel myself, it is mine. I have to make sure that the natural essence of virtues, when I get connected with the Supreme Almighty Authority, will be always there eternally. And hence when I feel myself with that, it will be very easy for me to share with others, and I'll be giving what I have within myself in a very natural way. Now we also know the consequences, that if I create the happy thoughts and if I start giving the happiness to others, it is not only them, it is not only the environment, but more than that, I will be getting benefited out of that. And I'll have the capacity to heal my mind and my physical body. On the other hand, if I create the thought of anger, resentment, pain, and I start sharing that with others, that means it is going to affect the trillions of cells in my body, and it is going to hamper my mental health as well as my physical health. It may also land up having cancer in someone's body. So we need to be very careful about how natural we must be in our life. Because when we are natural, we are effortless. And when we are unnatural, we have to make lots of effort. So let us give what we are having within ourselves, but let us choose only to give the virtues, the happiness, the eternal love, affection to everyone, and fill ourselves with the virtues every time. Because you are giving what you have within yourself. So thank you so much, and do take care of yourself.